If you've seen Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, you'll remember the ending scene on the planet of Mustafar where Obi-Wan and Anakin battle it out. That's where Obi-Wan leaves Anakin for dead, which brings on the transition of Anakin into Darth Vader. I want to recreate that scene only to make a series of shorts for YouTube. They're going to be silly videos. I mean, don't judge. So that's what this video is about. We're going to recreate that scene in a diorama. So let's get started.
So we're going to use 3-inch figurine here, little Annie. Hi, Annie. I was thinking originally, let me use some resin and add some LEDs underneath. Have a coating for the lava. Have a texture on the resin for the lava. But then I'm thinking, well, I have some acrylic sheets. I originally thought this 1/4 inch, if I had it, this is, I don't know if you can see this. You have the little hill, there's a little rock floating, and then you have another hill here. It's quite big. But maybe we'll make it this big. Maybe like this, right? So we would need a acrylic, really. We can end it like this. We can end it like this. So we really want it, let's call it 14 by 9 by 14. I have an old scrap piece, it's all scratched. What do you say, 10 by 12? It's 14. What did we say? The width was 12. The length was 10. It's going to be 10 wide. Let's do this. We're going to do 10 by 14. Let me just make a mark here. Let me cut this on the bandsaw and I'll be right back. You know what? Why don't I just make the whole why don't I just make the base the size of this acrylic? It's, what is it, an inch? It's an inch thick. I don't have to, can't believe I measured that. Okay, it's 1 inch thick XPS. If I want to make it, I'm going to be using quite a bit of this. This is expensive. So I put this acrylic away. Luckily, I kept the styrofoam from a plasma TV. which will do just fine. This will be foam likes to dull the X-Acto, your hobby knives, and the box cutters. Give it a couple of sweeps on a sharpener, and it's good as new. And we'll cut the seam for it now. Let's put this on while we clean up. Okay, first of all, it's looking better than I thought. It's got the granularity, I think, will represent lava pretty well. Second of all, styrofoam makes a freaking mess. This isn't finished. It needs some more contouring, but I want to get this sealed a little bit, just to clean it up a bit. I have a cheap brush. I've got some black Mod Podge. I just got some Mod Podge, added some black paint and a little bit of gray. It's like a dull, black paint and a little bit of brown. It's turning out gray. Well, it's got a dark brown here. So let me just seal this. Right? And we'll get to the next step. I'm going to clean this. Let it dry. So change of plans. I found this picture frame. It's an old IKEA picture frame. Glass is gone. Just thought maybe we'll use this as the base, as I need a little bit of thickness for the lights underneath. So got a new piece of plastic. It'll go like this. Right? When you get there. We'll have it like this. I rewatched the scene, so this is fine. We'll put this here. Can we see? Yeah, you can see. This floating island will go right here. Whereas on this side, this is incorrect. Oh, it's still wet. On this side, it's more like cliffs. So what I'm going to do, maybe I'll use this. Actually, let me do this. The thing about styrofoam, it's nice, it can carve, but bloody messy. It really is messy. Can't be about this hard.
My apologies. The videoing of this portion screwed up, or I screwed up. So let me just get a little recap of what's happening here. I cut a piece of 1/8 plywood to fit the bottom of the frame, and to it I attach some LED lights. It's 12-volt LED lights, self-adhesive. I mean, it doesn't adhere very well. I'm going to add some glue to keep it mounted on permanently. And I also ditched the idea of the clear acrylic. I'm using an opaque acrylic, which I got from an old TV, which I took apart. It's a big plastic sheet. I cut that to size. I'm going to keep it on top of the picture frame. So clear acrylic ditched, opaque acrylic being used, 1/8 plywood at the bottom, of which I attach some LEDs, and let's move on.
I've got a power adapter. It's 12 volts, 1.5 amps. That's fine. We'll add a connection, plug adapter, and then let's add a switch. To the back, where did it go? Oh. Ow. Hot glue gun's on. Burnt my hand. So let's plug this in and let's see where we're plugging it in. So I hooked it up, and I believe that's the positive, and the middle one down here is the ground. Okay, so that's good. Positive, ground, middle, back. Right? So what we need to do is the ground will go to the ground. Right? We'll get a wire from the positive to the switch to this side, and this side will go to the LEDs. Right? That's what we need to do. Put it at the back. Can you see this? We'll add this here. And we'll add this here, I guess, right? Okay. Let's do that. We have to drill some holes, right? We'll do this in millimeters, shall we? So the outside is 20.67 millimeters. The inner is, I want to go in between somewhere. 20.67 we said, right? 18.1. So let's go 19. Millimeters. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so the width, outer, 14.76, inner, so 11.5. So if we go 12.5, let's go 12.5. Let's just go like this. This is not rocket science, right? It's going to be at the back. Okay, so something like this. Straight enough, right? We soldered and then we put it through. It looks terrible, but we don't care because we'll fill it in after. Right? That's right. Okay, get this out. We got the front, the back, bottom. What did we say? Oh. Middle is negative. Back is positive. Let's get a one. Yellow will be the 12 volts. What's going on? That goes, the LED goes to, why can't I find anything? Go over there. I don't want to see you guys. Go over there. You go over there. You go over there. You stay here. I need you. Okay. We 10. 10. Now, oh, for Pete's sake, where did it go? There's a switch. Anybody see the switch? Does anybody see the switch? Where is the switch? You guys see the switch? There you are. Okay. Power plugs into this. Power plugs into this. Right? The other half goes here. It's not going to be long. One side goes here, and the other side goes there. Hello, one side. Hello, the other side. I don't need this that long. I hate that. Okay, give me a heat shrink tube. I know we are going to be fine. We are just going to be fine. Flux. You know what? I need to strip some more. Let me strip some wire. If I did this wrong, I'm going to quit YouTube channel, I promise. Some of you will be happy, maybe. Some of you guys may be happy. Some of you guys may be sad. Some of you guys may be joyous. Some of you guys may be mad. Okay, let's check this out before. Let's be smart. Let's just make sure it works, right? Okay. Plug this in. There we go. Perfect. Were we worried? Don't answer me. Yeah. Soldering sucks. Tell me now that's something I don't know. Oh, yay. Son's track pants, dude. Did I burn them? Okay. That's enough of that. I walk in the room. Why is this off here? What's going on, guys? Oh, I'm just going through these mini sticks so fast. We're putting the lid on. We're putting the lid on. You're walking. It's done. That's done, baby. We're sealing it up. Where'd it go? Where'd you go, baby? Where'd you go, Papa? Where'd you go, Papa Mouse? Papa Mouse, here you go. So, we take this, plug it in, right? We switch it on, and it works. This is going to go here. It's coming together, guys. This goes here. Woo! This goes over yonder somewhere. This goes here. These are floating. We have Italy. Do I have enough of these little guys? Let me get this painted. I think we're like, video looks amazing. Hey, Obi-Wan, what is it, Anakin? Okay, let's put this over here for a second here. What we're going to do is make a platform for Anakin, shown in this picture. So we have Anakin. Where's Anakin? I lost Anakin. Oh, here's Anakin. Here's Anakin. So I'm going to make, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inch square platform, multiple layers. I've been going through my box of little greebles, and I found a few items I want to use here. It's not going to be a perfect match, but we'll make do. For the platform, I'm going to be using this, looks like polystyrene. Let me check the thickness. It's from an old sign. It's from an old sign. The thickness, called 40 thousandths. Interesting. I was going to buy a sheet of 20 thousandths styrene. That would have been way too thin. Anyways, 40 is good. I need to get a 4x8 sheet of this. I'm using the old. So this is currently going to be using millimeters. Okay, we're calling it 3 inches. We'll call it 3 inches. 3 inches by 3 inches. The good thing about polystyrene is it snaps very easy. So 3 inches. We'll make it a square. Give it just one good swipe. And just snaps. So I need 4 or 5 layers. We're gonna make this 4 layers. I'll cut us a couple of small pieces here. I cut little squares for the posts. This part doesn't need to be exact. I need 3 of these, right? 12 of these. What I'm thinking to get that glow inside from the picture is I'll prime these. I'll paint them orangey, yellowy orange, if I have that spray paint. If not, I'll have to use my airbrush. So I'll get that color on the inside, just to make it look like it's glowing from the lava. Then I'll paint the edges black. The top part will be black. Oh, I do need to put a little border. So what I'll do is I want to make them this thick, the borders. So let me just make them this high. We'll glue them together. Yeah, that's what we'll do for the edge, for the rims. Let me go do this a couple times. 4. I'm going to make this for that little round thing at the front. These are going to go on the sides. Either this, or I may just use these. Sand it down. It's not going to be exact. It'll be good enough. That's what we care about, good enough. I was looking at this also. Might use this. We'll see. I'm going to prime everything, and we'll be coming back. Yeah, baby.
Can I build something? I need these.
I gotta paint them.
I need them. Can you make more of these for me?
I painted these polystyrenes. They're 3 by 3 inches. Gave them a yellow and a splash of orange, as you can see. Maybe I could get a glow in between, as in the picture. Right now, I'm going to glue these on. I'm just wondering if the thickness is enough. I may need a 5th sheet. We'll see. I'm using CA glue. Normally I would use MEK, methyl ethyl ketone, or some weld bond, but this isn't plain polystyrene. This is painted or has some kind of coating on it, so it's not working. Regardless, CA glue is fine. Yeah, this coating. Downside of the polystyrene I'm using is the coating. The upside is it was free. So we go with the free option. Oh, the top portion I glued these edges on. I mean, we're gonna need another painted glue. We're gonna need another coat of paint, but I'll wait until the glue dries before I give it a final sand. Anyway, where's it'll be okay when I sand it down. We have Annie. Where's Annie? Annie. So, the interesting thing is it's cut off in the middle. Like in the middle. So I'm going to have to cut down here like this. Oh, wrong side came out. So like that. Let's do that quickly. So it's going to be like that. Then these. Oh no. It's on an angle. Let's do an update here. Obi-Wan, get over here. working on this little platform for Anakin. It's not complete. There's still a lot of work to be done. I need to do some sanding. I need to add a little antenna thingamajiggy here. I could add texture to this portion. I mean, it's not bad. Let me just do some sanding. Let me cut that off. So that's that. It's going to sit on a little stand. I just hollowed out a piece of wood. My bandsaw is acting up. I have to take a look and see what's wrong with that. I want to add a couple of little lava flows into this structure and get that sealed. It's evening. I just want to get that done for tonight. And then tomorrow, what we're going to do is add a texture to the ground. It needs to be transparent. I'm going to be using this. It dries transparent. Just add a little bit of texture. And then I'll add a little wash. I'll add a yellow orangey wash to the lava flow. I'll glue these on while this is still wet, while the medium is still wet. It should adhere it. I'll leave this portion empty underneath. I want that glow up from underneath. We'll hot glue these on, these 4, maybe 5. There might be another one I want to put in the corner here. We'll finish this off. I may add a little bit of dry brush, like a gun stock color, just a dark gray. I may add some dry brushing to these, black dry brush. Even though it looks black, it looks dark brown. The lava flows will be just hot glue. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue here, see if I can. And then, I think we'll be done. So let me just get to that. So what do we want to do here? We're working on we just put a couple of lava flows. So it's just a little line here, really. Do it with the X-Acto knife. So I do want to seal it. Don't want to go too deep. I was thinking about adding a tint to the matte, to the medium. So I'm adding a bit of paint to it, but I'm afraid it'll become opaque. So that's good. Put a little bit of glue here. All these imperfections in the styrofoam, you make it more to your advantage. I think it'll be okay. So let me just get this sealed with the Mod Podge. I'll add some here also, right? It'll be fine. It'll be good. Okay. For this, I have a dowel. It's too thick. Skewer. It's way too thick. Thin ones are thin. Maybe not. But this is bamboo. Not easy to carve. That's really all I want. And we'll cut that off here. So I finished sealing the components of this diorama last night. I experimented with adding the lava flows. I first tried painting in between these cracks. I ended up applying hot glue. Didn't really work out. I then just applied the hot glue and painted it. It gave a good effect, but it became very flat. The strokes, you can see that portion there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's very flat. You want to see a little bit of gloss. So what I did was I picked up some of this at the dollar store. It's clear Elmer's glue, washable Elmer's glue. So I applied just a thin coat of that clear Elmer's glue after I painted it. It's basically an orange. It's a cadmium yellow orange. And with a little bit of red tint, with a little bit of red added, and it gave the good effect. It gave the effect I desired. So what I'm going to continue with that, we'll add some lava flows into this big portion here. Once that is completed, we'll start applying the medium. This is a matte gel. It dries clear. And then, I don't know, we'll see what else needs to be done. I forgot to mention, I tried taking the glue gun, just melting the tips of the glue sticks, and thinking about making little lava explosions. Not many, maybe 2 or 3. Little bubblies. Oh, they're not good. These are good. Oh, it's just exploding in the air. We'll paint these. I like it. I don't know. What else? We'll glue that on after. I want to keep it clear underneath, so we'll just have these little ice flows, lava flows through the river. I don't want to make it too congested. Try to make it going in one direction. Like the flow's going this way, so we'll kind of form it in one direction. Probably break that off. A little, kind of like that. This one goes here. It's gonna drip, but it's fine. Where else do we have a flow? Here. A flow here. A nice flow here. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay. Put that down, let it set. I made my own paints here. I've had these old tubes of acrylic for, let's call it 25 years, and they're still in good shape. I took some out, I mixed it with a little bit of alcohol and a little touch of water. There we go. Brought some containers. It's just an empty, this is just an empty plastic bottle. I took some old solder that I had, rolled it around. When you throw it at the bottom, it's good to clean, it's good to gently rub the paintbrush against it at the bottom just to clean it. My makeshift okay. Let's see what we get. So we're just going to it's really all we're going to do. Right? May need a second coat. Cut those off. We may add some yellow or some red to it after. But I kind of like this orange. Oh, we got some more lava up here. I don't want too much. It's almost like a wash, this paint. I've made it fairly diluted. When you're mixing your paints, you can I'm going to go over with a black dry brush after anyway. There we go. So that's all there's to it. I'll let this dry. Touch it up if we need to. It's going to dry flat. And I'll quickly show you. Well, let me add some reds and yellows maybe. Just maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. It's a little bit too yellowy, right? I mean, it's a little bit too orangey. Does that look like lava to you? Oh, I missed a spot there. We missed that spot. Okay. Let me get a little bit of it. Let me get some. For the yellow, same thing. It's a Hansi yellow middle. I added a small stone little pea gravel stone to it for the shake it up. Same thing I got it from a tube that I've had for a long time. And I'll get a red. Do I have red? I have a brown chip, it like a burnt sienna. No, we're gonna have red. Oh, there's a permanent crimson. Where are you? Here you are. I have a permanent crimson. Let me do these little bursts while we're at it. Just a touch. See the yellows? The red's a little bit thicker. Let me loosen it a bit. You want it like almost a wash. Okay, there we go. Now I just want to put some touches around there. Most like these spots that I missed with the orange. Lava's usually it. hottest in the middle, coolest on the sides, and the red is the coolest. White hot is the hottest, obviously. So you get white, then yellow, then orange, then red on the edges. So I'm trying to get the red on the edges. And we'll put yellow in the middle a bit. It's not too bad having brush strokes. That's it for the red. Just add some yellow. Just touches. You know what? Let me get another brush. It's a little bit too much, isn't it? Okay, the paint's dry. I don't think you can tell on with this camera how flat the paint is. We're just going to give it a little bit of gloss. And again, we're using this cheap Elmer's clear washable school glue. And really, I'm just going over it, giving it a thin coat. We'll do this part, then I'll go over to the platform, do the same process. This is all it takes. Give it a nice gloss coating. Okay, let's click the glue on. We're going to put this here. Okay. On with the next step. So let's start applying the gel. We're going to use a cheap brush. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, right? So you're going to want some built up on the edges, right? But trying to make it look like a little bit like a river. So there's a little river flow. Maybe I'll put some hot glue just to do. It's really this simple. This will dry clear. We're giving it texture. I'm going to make this So let's place this where we want it. We want that there, right? And let's start adding the lava flow in the direction. Again, this is going to be the adhesive. So this is it, folks. This is how it's going down. Stay there. We're trying to go in one direction. A little piece there, a little piece there. We don't want to crowd it too much. Where's the rest of our lava? I think this is getting to be successful. Is that all we want? Where's our little bonfires? We're going to put one right here. Little shooting. It's been almost 24 hours since we put on the gel, the matte medium. Some portions are still drying. It's still opaque. Most of it has dried. So we're going to try to get a coat of paint on. Let me just take this off. I glued it on slightly. Oh, I just busted it. For the little station here, I painted the inner layers yellow just to get a glow feel. And just gave it a little silver dry brush. So that's done. Obi-Wan seems to be happy. Just taking a look around. Okay. Let's get to some painting here. We start off with a cadmium yellow orange. Give it a thin base. And then see where that takes us. I want to put a light coat. I may water it down a little bit more. It's fairly thin as it is. So I just want to... This brush is too... Yeah, see, that's a good color. This brush is too thick. Let me get a different brush. I'm going to use this one. See, that's looking good. This is exactly the color I'm looking for. Doesn't matter if I get the paint on the edges. The paint is thick. I'm using a number 8 brown brush. I've had this brush for 30 years. What's the original price on this thing? Looks like it was $2.40 in the 80s. Maybe 90s. Maybe it's $30 now. No such thing as inflation. Inflation isn't real. Paying $9 for a pound of ground beef now. Looking good, eh? It looks better in life than it does in picture in camera. It looks better in life than it does in camera. It looks spectacular right now. So you put just a dab of glue on the feet just to put in place. It's not permanent. Okay, let's get a shot.